Yo, what's going on? This is Top Bins Only FC, and the FC is for football chat. This is episode 15, and we got the OGs, the original crew is here. What's going on, y'all?
It's good to be back. It's good to. I'm glad we're back to the real crew.
Yeah,
I feel that.
we've
I
missed
feel
you,
that.
Jake.
We
It's
have.
been
I know you've been going after that bag, but
got stuff
good to
going
have you
on.
back.
For
I'm
sure.
glad to be back.
Hey, and just to let the viewers know, we're still picking Prem games, and right now, Jake is killing everybody. It's not even close right now, so hopefully the tide will shift to me, but right now it's not.
And
I think was it Luke is second place, right?
Let me see here. It's
Yeah.
Luke Chun. It gets real close. Luke Chun, Terence, David, right there. Jackson's a little bit.
yeah, I'm in the relegation. I'm getting outpicked by women every week, man.
in the,
The
in the relegation zone. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. So, hey, man, we got a lot to discuss. Some big games coming up. Some big games postponed too. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, we got to pick some of the big games, and we have a nice slate of games. So we have Fulham, Chelsea, Leicester, Southampton, Liverpool, Man United, and Arsenal, Newcastle. So Jackson, kick us off. Fulham, Chelsea, man. Is it
Well,
as
Chelsea-
easy as it looks?
No, it's not. And I'm just kind of starting to seeing that 9 by Chelsea, 9th place. Like a loss would probably take you out of the top half.
Yeah.
It's been a rough season. But no, I'm actually Fulham haven't impressed me. They're doing good against top six, just trying to get draws and grinding out games, and I like the way they've been playing. And I think I'm kind of wanting Fulham to win this weekend. I really am. They're at home. They've already beat Leicester this year. They got draws against Liverpool, and I think they drew Southampton. They drew Tottenham the other day. And Chelsea have not impressed me at all. Like, I'm more impressed by Fulham than I have been from Chelsea. Chelsea's just not doing it for me. But I hope you guys turn it around. I really do. And hope you guys make a way, push for the top 4. But, yeah, I got to go with Fulham this weekend. I'm going Fulham 2-1.
Okay.
That's actually going to be my pick. Like, I'm saying it on the show, and I'm actually going to be in the picks. I'm going 2-1. There's probably a reason I'm down here at the bottom all by myself. It's lonely, but it's fun.
All right, Jake.
Man,
Educate this man, please.
maybe I'm in the lead because I make safe picks. I don't know. I picked Sheffield's first win. I got that right. Man, this is the perfect game for Chelsea to turn it around, isn't it? Like, I mean, how many episodes ago was it we were talking about, well, this is over. Chelsea won the league, didn't they? And now it's like, man, hope they stay up. Okay, I'm kidding. But this is a perfect game. I know that Fulham are incredibly tough, especially at home. Jackson, you sent to the group like the run of form, man. They don't lose at home. They don't care who you are. But at some point, that's got to come to an end. And at some point, Chelsea's got to turn it around. I think it's the perfect time for both to happen. I'll go 2-1 Chelsea here. It's just hard to pick against them. And it's just this is it's like the end of a run for Fulham maybe, and the beginning of a run for Chelsea, we'll say. 2-1 Chelsea.
Man, 2-1 Chelsea. That's the same pick I got as well. 2-1 to my boys in blue. And yes, I do think this is a good game to turn it around. Also, I'm glad we got another fixture in there, even though it was more can be. I'm glad we got another fixture. We got another win. But Jackson, you're not wrong. Fulham, right now, 6 games unbeaten.
Yeah.
They only won 1, but they haven't lost. So Fulham are doing good. I like Scott Parker, former Chelsea player for a second. He also played for Tottenham and others. But I think Chelsea will turn this around, and I really think the pressure's on Frank. Like, if they draw, if they lose, he's not gonna get the sack, but he really should, because we got the scary part about this game is I think we have Wolves, then Leicester. It's like our next 2 Prem games, so you really gotta win this and you really can't drop any more points. I feel like we gotta win out. So I'm going 2-1 Chelsea. I still think we just haven't seen the right formation. We haven't seen the right players. Like, I want to ask you, man, who should the front three be? Is it Odoi, Giroud? Is it Tammy, Werner? Like, what is the front three for Chelsea?
It kind of changes weekly because it's like
Exactly.
Werner has a good week, Giroud has a good week, Abraham's good, then Odoi's been turning on as of late. Can he keep that up? I don't think so. I think just gotta play around with it, and that's what he's been doing.
You think he needs? I don't think he needs to keep playing around.
That's what I'm saying.
Just keep it.
Yeah, and I think
Keep what?
Not keep it. He's got to pick one and stick with it. He's got to go something like Pulisic, Werner, and then Havertz. I mean, you can't. I mean, you already ruined Werner. Put him in the middle. Give him somebody to feed him the ball. Pulisic, Werner, Ziyech sounds good to me. Let's do that.
Okay, so here's my argument. I think Ziyech is like one of the most important players, probably the most important player moving forward right now. But I feel like you cannot play Odoi. I've been loving his game. Every time he comes in, he's a spark. So I'm wondering, Jake and Jackson, can Odoi play the winger and you put Ziyech in the midfield? Maybe take off Havertz. He hadn't proved himself really.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
said it yourself.
Go ahead, Jackson.
I said you said it yourself, Terence. You said Odoi is a spark. Why not let someone else play like Havertz on that wing, and then he comes in for him if Havertz isn't having a good game, like 60th, 65th minute, maybe even earlier. Like, get him in there. Like, I don't think he should be starting, but he's definitely a sub.
Well, I don't know. To me, like, just because you cost a lot of money, if you ain't playing good.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
That makes sense. You could go Mount, Conte, and then Ziyech or Havertz at right center mid, and then. But I don't know. I think there are people that have made a lot of money for being super subs. Like, I mean, shoot, Andy Carroll has been doing it for 10 years. Came on and scored for Newcastle against what was it? Leicester, Newcastle. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think that sometimes you might lose some of his ability because, I mean, he's a very pacey player that's really helpful in the 70th, 80th minute. I don't know. I mean, keep trying to play him in the cup, play him in Europe. I don't know, and then we'll see because the league is really what matters.
Yeah. Exactly. I feel that, man. I feel that. Next game, Leicester, Southampton. Jackson, who you got? Don't pick Southampton.
Yeah, I've got Leicester. You know, Southampton did get that big win over Liverpool, which I was very surprised by. But Leicester, they've just been good recently, and honestly, for a while now. I really don't know what it is. They've just been scoring goals and defending well. It's like the only things you can do, and they've been doing it perfectly. And at home, you got Southampton coming into town. I think it'll be a really good game, back and forth, but I think Leicester just edges them. I'll go 3-2.
Wow. Okay, I like it.
Shoot, man, this is interesting. I know Southampton have not had a good recent run, but then does that win over Liverpool? Does that change everything? Because Terence, that there are some games that you look back and you're like, that
was the game. Yeah.
Yes, man. And then Leicester always let me down when I pick them. Every single time they let me down. So I'm gonna say, man, I'm just gonna go 1-1 here. It's probably safe and soft or whatever. But I'm just gonna go 1-1. I really don't want to pick Leicester, but if I pick against them, then I look like an idiot. I don't know. I'm just gonna go 1-1. But I don't expect it to be a great match. Sorry, Jackson, but I'm just gonna go 1-1 here.
1-1.
I got you. Man, I'm going 3-1 Leicester.
Sure.
But I'm not saying I'm saying it with confidence, but I'm really not, because Jake, I feel the same way. Like, every time I feel like I pick them, they don't play well, but then they're steadily rising up the table. I'm not a big fan of Brendan Rodgers. I don't think he's a winner. But he's slowly making his progress back up there. So I think this will be a tough game, and I think it's really more on Southampton, Jackson and Jake. Did Southampton's win over Liverpool, was that the catapult, the catalyst to get them to that next level, or was it just Liverpool giving points to smaller clubs? So, I got you, man.
For Southampton, what I've noticed for them when they win games, they score early. Like when they beat against Villa, Ward Prowse got like a free kick outside the box and put that sucker in. And then they scored the first or second minute against Liverpool with that Ings beautiful goal.
Ooh,
I think they need to.
That was nasty.
If they score early, I think they have a chance to win. But Leicester's not one to concede that early in a match. That's why I think Leicester's got this one. I hope it's a good match, but I think reality is going to sink in.
See, I don't know. The reality of Leicester is the question. Like Jake, I know you picked them early on this year. You had them like going pretty high, and now they are, which makes me mad. I don't like when he's right, but I don't trust them. I don't trust none of these teams.
Yeah.
So it's hard to trust it. I don't really trust any team right now. Like
exactly.
Kind of United, but we'll see after this weekend.
Oh, speaking of United, let's go ahead and jump to it. The game of the week, game of the month. Could be game of the year, depending on what happens at the end.
Yeah.
You got Liverpool, Man United, 1 and 2 going head to
head. Yeah. I said in that video I said Liverpool has the best team every week. They got the best starting 11 out in the Prem.
Yeah.
But I also said United's going to win the league. And there's a reason for that, because Liverpool keep dropping points to these lower clubs, and United beats these teams. But Liverpool shows up in big games. That's what they do. They're at home. No fans. Who cares? They got Klopp. They got an attack. I think they're good to go. I would just don't see United winning this game. It's like United want to take over, Liverpool the champs, but I think Liverpool's just trying to hold on. It's like, we can repeat, and we haven't even had a good year, like, at all. We've been bad this year, underperforming, and we can still win the league. If we want to, we got to win this game against United.
I like that.
And, man, I'm back and forth between, like, a 4-2 Liverpool and, like, a 1-0 Liverpool. Like, I don't know. It's going to be one of those two. And I think there's definitely going to be a United penalty because we haven't seen one. They didn't get a penalty the other day, which is weird against Burnham, but they got one the week before. So I think they need another penalty just to keep up the numbers. And I'll go 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1, a smashing.
Well,
it will be.
3-1 was my number. Darn it. I'll stick with it. I'll say 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, stick with it.
You can't. I know I can't pick a United win because of where they're playing the match at.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a draw because that's safe for a big game like this. Man, I think that in matches like this, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be exposed by the best manager in the world. I think that they're going to run circles around him. I just don't see any way that they can keep up, and especially coming off of a really disappointing performance against Southampton. I know it's been a while, but they got what game in the Prem do you show up for more than Manchester United? Like they are
That's
ready.
True.
I mean, they better be ready. I expect them to be ready. They hopefully Klopp has some sort of plan. I don't know how well that back line is going to deal with the press. And I see them bagging goals and then maybe letting a soft one in or a penalty, like Jackson said, because they are due. They might be due two of them by now. It is United, but 3-1 Liverpool here.
Man. One day I'm gonna convince y'all to believe in the Red Boys, but I'm not picking a win because you can't pick a win against like Liverpool, Anfield. But I'm going 2-2, and I think this is the game that solidifies my point of ManU winning the league. I think they got enough firepower, and I think we're seeing a solid team perform not better than I expected. Like, they should be good. I mean, the team isn't horrible. They really don't have any injuries. Like, the team should be doing well, and they started off very slow. I'm going 2-2 draw. You know how ManU is. I'm thinking it's going to be 2-1. ManU get a late one, and it will be a very close, good game. The reason I don't see Liverpool just running away with this, I just don't trust Liverpool. The injuries, the Southampton game, things didn't seem right, and they really aren't scoring as much as they could. And
Yeah.
I feel like, I hate to say it, but I think if Jota wasn't hurt, it would be different. Because I think when you talk about a spark, he changed that whole team, man. And since his injury, I feel like they've looked weird offensively. Of course, Salah is great, but I don't know. I think this will be a close one, but I'm gonna go with a draw here. It's soft, it's safe, but hey, I
their
think
attack was pretty good against Palace.
yeah. That's true. So this game is it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So here's a question, real quick: if ManU wins this game, they got the league, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially no Champions League. I mean, they're gonna play however 8 less games. Like,
I forgot about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because this is they call it a 6-pointer. If they win, they're on 39, and Liverpool are on 33. But if they don't, that's a 6-point gap. If they don't, they're all tied at 36. So this is, I mean, this is huge. This,
Dang.
yeah, it'd be. I think it'd be over, especially with the cups, how it's going to be, and Liverpool just keep on getting injured. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I agree
I see
too.
United winning it. I think there's going to be probably some drama created in the last month or so. Like, oh, someone's going to catch them, but no, I see United.
Yeah, this is
if they win this weekend.
This is gonna be good. I can't wait to blow up the group chat, boy. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, gotta watch this game.
And man, so our last game for the Prem picks is two teams that are very subpar, but one of these teams is very important to our man Jake. So we got Arsenal, Newcastle. Jaxon, who you got for this?
Arsenal. That's pretty easy. I don't think I could watch. Oh yeah, Newcastle. I could fall asleep during all their games. It's so boring. They brought in Callum Wilson, and it's like they don't know how to use him, or he's just tired, or I don't know what it is. But and then their other attacker, Miguel Almiron, who's been here for like 3 years and hasn't done anything. He came from Atlanta United, MLS to Premier League. Are you kidding me? There's like 6 steps in between those two.
Oh, I think he's good.
He's nice. He's good on the ball, but at some point, a lot of people are good on the ball. And he's in the Premier League, and he's like 5'6".
Like Traore. Like Traore, he does some things, but he doesn't contribute.
He does contribute.
Okay, in the cup, he does
a lot for the team. He takes 3 players to him, and even though his crosses are sometimes bad, but something that he's been doing, I don't mean to get off topic, but you kind of mentioned him, so I'm obviously going to talk about the Wolves. And the FA Cup, when he scored that stunning goal, he cut inside and went on his left foot twice. One, he almost scored. The other one, he sent top bins. Like, no pun. But, yeah, when he recovers from his hamstring, which Nuno said was a cramp, but I think it's a kind of serious hamstring injury. So maybe in a couple of weeks when he's back, I think he'll be big for the Wolves I think the season's pretty much over. We're kind of just going to let it peter out and just move on to next season. But anyway, yeah, I've got Arsenal. I love the way they've been playing. They just drew today against Palace. But I'm not going to get stuck on that. I think they got Newcastle easily. I'm going 2-0.
Bro, what? You're crazy.
What?
2-0. Arsenal does not score. Crystal Palace is not a bad team. And then you're brushing that off, and then you think they're going to kill bruh. No way. But anyway, I'm sorry. Jake, you care about this more than I do.
Jaxon.
Excuse you. That's just rude, man. Get out of here, T.
Terence, I've figured out Jackson's strategy to get out of the relegation zone. He's going to figure out my picks and make them exactly his because I've got
You're
2-0
going
Arsenal.
Arsenal
2-0
2-0. You
Arsenal.
can't score more than one goal.
Listen, man. Crystal Palace are a team that are famous for playing for the point. They do it every year. They just don't want to get relegated. They have no desire to finish anywhere above 17th.
They'll be 13th or 15th.
They do it every year. See, y'all hear that Arsenal didn't score. What I hear is that Arsenal didn't concede. Okay, that's the best thing of the day for me right there. I'm just not. I mean, I'm more scared of Crystal Palace than I am of Newcastle, and they weren't able to score on us. And I just don't expect us to not score again. You start talking, how much different are Crystal Palace and Newcastle, like quality-wise? You start talking about 180 minutes for Arsenal, no goals. I don't know, man. I'm at least an Arsenal win makes sense to me here. I'm gonna say 2-0 because I bet that Newcastle do throw some stuff forward because they're right there. They're just a couple points above the drop. So
yeah, that's true.
they got things to play for. So I'm gonna go 2-0 Arsenal here.
I'm just confused on who's gonna score these two miracle goals for Arsenal. That's my question.
Saka.
Saka is like Raheem Sterling and Harvey Barnes combined. Like you get close to the goal, but you miss. Saka's too young. He ain't ready. Like I said, I can give you. Well, my pick is 1-0 Arsenal, but it was hard to me because y'all still don't. I think the bigger question.
And 2 is just such a stretch that you couldn't wrap your brain around it.
I could, bro. Every time I picked Arsenal, they have never came through. So I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna give you the bare minimum, pull out the win somehow. But Jake, this is the question. So we talked about this in our last video, and I definitely want to get your opinion. So after seeing what happened with CP, do they got a chance to get top 6, man?
Man. Here, let me look up the table. Let me see how far it is. Arsenal on 24 with the game in hand. Only 6 points off of 6th, but the game in hand hurts. Man, I don't really care about Europe too much. Top 6, I'm going to say no because you look at the top 6 now, and there are some teams that might still be imposters, you know? Like, are we really sure about Everton? Sorry, David. I know they're on a good tear, but are we certain about them right now? Yeah. Leicester is either the best team in the world or the most boring team in the world. So they're still hanging out there, and they did just beat Liverpool, and then Chelsea are right there. And
Villa.
Chelsea have about had all their bad games for the season. You'd expect they got to figure this out and get out of here. And then Villa, man. I just think that, like I'm saying, like even if the imposters fall out,
you got other teams
proven themselves better than Arsenal. I just don't think there's room for them to get in there. But I would love for Arsenal to finish like 8th place, not finish in Europe, and then actually get Stan Kroenke to spend some money on us instead of spending money on the Rams. And then let's play 20 less games than everybody else and make a run for this thing, like Chelsea did the last 2 times they won the league.
Yes, sir. Man, I like it. I think that's a good point, and I know you're anti all cups, domestic and international.
I like the FA Cup. But
of course you like that one.
Listen, if you can't win it, why play in it? Like, I don't want to waste my time in the Champions League. We're not even top 8 in the Prem. Why would I want to play top 4 of a tournament with the 4 best and then the best in the world? Like, we're gonna get wrecked.
I got you.
Question for you, Jake. If you're gonna just finish 8th this season and then make a run for it next season, do you think you're going to need any players like in the summer transfer window to help you do that? Do you think you need a striker, someone else, anyone else?
I'd like a creative, like a winger type. I know that's what we always go for. If Pepe really isn't the answer, which it seems like he's not. What I would really like, I think our back line is. I think we're figuring it out. Our goalie's okay. I'd like a number 8. I want Donny van de Beek, Terence. That's what should have happened. Arsenal should have got Donny van de Beek instead of United getting him for no reason. We need an 8. There's not any link up play. I'm okay with pulling back a winger or a striker to the 10. People say we need a number 10, but I just feel we have a couple number 6s and we have a bunch of wingers.
What about Danny? You don't consider him an 8?
I mean, yeah, but I want an 8 like in basketball, you want like a stretch 4. They can play the 4 and the 5. Like Danny is an 8 that can play the 6. I want
Okay.
an 8 that can play the 10.
So you
Like,
think Danny's like Kovacic. He can.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I want a mount is what I want. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Something like that. Because we just don't have any link up from the midfield to strikers. And I feel like if we do get somebody like a Kovacic that can also hold it down, Arsenal gets up 1-0 and we can pull him back, which would be so nice because we do not hold on to leads.
So
I like a number 8.
What is Party a 6 then, or is he your 8 now? He's your 6.
He even wears number 5, or did for Atletico. Like he is basically a center back that they push forward.
yeah. CDM for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want someone to attack, and with link up play. Okay.
Yeah, I want like a Gundogan, like
a Ruben Neves.
Yes, exactly. Ruben Neves, like a prime Toni Kroos. Yeah, somebody like that. Rakitic. Yeah.
So last thing, I guess, since we're talking about it. So the rumors of Awar.
Yes.
I mean, would you want him, or at this point you'll just take anything you can get?
No, I mean, how many games have you sat down and watched him play?
0.
Right, and it's not like you've been avoiding him. It's not like you just weren't watching ESPN or NBC or FS1, whatever. Like that dude. I'm sick of spending money on people that haven't proven themselves. And I don't know. I think I say we go for it. Maybe somebody that's unsettled. Maybe somebody that got benched to something. I don't know. Somebody that's proven the game.
Isco.
Dude, that I would love that. And that's always been kind of a rumor.
Yeah, it's all and I heard he's a little cheaper now since he's not playing. So I don't know why that hasn't happened, to be honest. But hey,
well, we're Arsenal. Yeah.
And you're gonna hear something about this summer about Zaha making a move to Arsenal, like you do every transfer window.
Every year, same as Benzema, until we got Aubameyang. Karim Benzema played for Arsenal for 8 years, and you didn't even know it. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw some like a few weeks ago about Zaha going to Arsenal. I was like, man, this dude's gonna stay at Palace.
Well, yeah, they link him, and then they say, oh, you have to pay 80 million for him. I'm like, 80 million pounds for Zaha? I don't know.
You spent 72 on Pepe, so I mean.
Yeah, we'll flip him back to some like Barcelona for 90 for no reason. You know how they are. They got Malcolm for 100 million. I don't even know who he is.
Got him for 40 million, actually, but I understand your point.
Yeah, 40 million too much.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Yeah, that was crazy. Well, hey, man, that is it for this section of our vid. Hey, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and follow us at Top Bins Only FC. Make sure you check it out. We're going to be posting some things. Keep in touch, and it's going to be great. We'll be back next week. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.
See you lads.